Morning, everyone. So Soheil's just asked me to say a few words to wish you luck on your new venture together, and I'll explain a little bit about what I do and my experience with outsourcing. So we've got a company, Digital Foundation. I've been trading now startup for maybe about a year and a half. First half year was like any startup where you would get everything set up and try and find clients. So we've just recently got a couple of big clients, um, which has taken up a lot of time. These eyes are from lack of sleep, which is all part of being a startup. So we've just had a short relationship so far. Sohail and I have been speaking about really how best it is that building a startup or building an outsourcing company and what kind of advantages it has, obviously with the Australia and India connection. Everybody knows everywhere that outsourcing is huge. And one thing I do with my clients is I'm very transparent and honest, and I explain how we do outsource. Therefore, we can then sell products and services at a lower rate. Now, there's three things that are the main blocker, issue, or problem with outsourcing. And these are the three things that I've tackled. And these are the three selling points that we've then turned around to turn into a selling point instead of a negative. Now, these three things are trust. So there's notorious, obviously with Odesk Freelancer, there's notoriously difficult to manage staff, and trust, security, and just management of staff is always the three biggest challenges. Now, the reason they're the biggest challenges is not because of just the staff, it's obviously the client as well. So if you've got a client that doesn't really know what they're doing or doesn't really know what they're talking about, and then you've got a freelancer or an outsourced staff member who always gets these clients, then there's always going to be a clash. Now, we've solved these problems through systems, communication, security. We use secure management systems. We use top of the state of the art task management systems, Jira, Atlassian. Communication, we use Skype, HipChat, quite a few other bits and pieces to make things run smoothly. Now, a lot of our systems all connect as well, so our staff can all track each other's jobs. They can all help each other out. We've got wikis, so that you can actually educate each other and share and really help build that sort of high performing team that everybody wants to get to eventually. Now, we've got some pretty big goals here. One of them is for me to try and get my time back so that I can get some sleep. Now, that will involve getting this team together quickly for me, and trying to get a really high performing team that can work well together. So part of being in a new team or a new startup is it's sometimes hard to share the vision, because it's not your vision, it's somebody else's vision. Now, with any business or with any success, shared success always, if one person's happy, the other person's happy. So our philosophy has always been to share the success. Now, the exciting thing about being in a startup, if you're one of the first three members, or the first five members, or the second team member, then the rewards can be quite good. If you're there from the start and you help build the business, then obviously you're going to be rewarded better than anybody that just comes into it. Our philosophy has always been to share in the success. There's a couple of reasons for that. Obviously, if you're happy and your staff are happy, then you work harder, you put in more effort. Nobody has ever been rewarded for not putting in effort. Okay, so it may be putting in an extra 3-4 hours one night. It may be working at the weekends. It may be learning something. It may be going out your comfort zones. Maybe just doing work in your own time to educate yourself more. Um, there is nothing. Nobody has ever been punished for becoming smarter or for becoming more educated. And the digital world is pretty exciting because we can learn and we can grow not just our own languages like PHP, .NET, whatever it is. We've got so many different things we can do. Cloud technology is huge right now. Anybody can open up a free AWS account and start learning about cloud technology in their own time. That bringing that value to the team could be huge. It could be new languages, maybe PHP or Angular JS of the latest and greatest technology. There's React JS as well. Is that better than Angular JS? Does anybody know how to do it? API connections. Are you an expert at API? Can you do API connections? Do you know how it works? So there's all these things that you can do to better yourself, which will obviously help the team as a whole. Also management of projects and really just learning. We all grow to a stage where we're bored of our own talent. So if you're a PHP developer, for example, you might get so good at PHP that you want to learn something else. So when it comes to working in a team, having that shared passion and shared knowledge and belief that you will be rewarded, that's when things work. If that breaks down, then that's when the discussion should be had, whether or not you're happy or whether or not the management's doing the right jobs. So being a part of it is really what it's all about. Without a good team, there's no company ever going to be successful without some good guys behind them. So hopefully we'll be doing some good work together in the future. As I say, we've got a few big clients and we're trying to solidify a good new team. We're looking for some really talented people, but not just talented in coding, but talented in attitude, talented in the drive and passion to really do better. And we're a company that we want our staff to be successful as well, because it doesn't matter if you start your own business, if you go and work somewhere else. Building a relationship with people goes on for a long time. So it could be 5 years time down the line, 10 years down the line. You never know. Everybody could start work towards together again in the future. So have fun. That's one of the main things. Have fun, work hard, reward yourself, not just don't expect all the rewards to come. And we'll look forward to doing some work with you guys in the future. Cheers.